Good morning, I'm KC, recording live from KC Collections in Buchanan, Virginia. We are still on summer hours, which means that we are closed on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, open other days 9 to 5, except for Sunday, noon to 5. Won't you come in and join me for part 2 of where the KC team reset part of the store and we redecorated it. So welcome this morning to KC Collections. I'm going to give you a little bit of a tour of the redecorated part of the store, and this is our part 2 series. So without any further ado, let me spin it around and we'll start the tour. So as you come in the front, we actually had this completed last week. Notice it's not that many days until fall, and we are getting the Amish furniture all decked out in its fall glory. So you can see the Livingston dishes paired up in the hutch. Notice we've got some floral topped off with not only some tinware, but some resin pumpkins as well. And my favorite item in the whole store is this centerpiece that's been put together. These flicker timer tapers, we are back in stock on those, in cream, ivory, and burgundy, and they are something else. Notice for this particular arrangement, we've added berries, some other foliage, and just kind of mixed it together to give it a little bit of a pop. Also, across the top of the hutches, we've added garland, but because it was more the muted variety, what we've done is we've just added some berry sprays in to that garland just to give it a little bit of a pizzazz. Thanks to everyone that's tuning in this morning. We are here today, Thursday 9 to 5, Friday 9 to 5, Saturday 9 to 5, Sunday noon to 5, and Monday 9 to 5. We are still closed on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and thanks to everyone that's tuning in. We're definitely looking forward to seeing some folks that we haven't seen in a while. So Mary Lynn, I'm going to be looking for you. As we move down the center of the store, notice that we put together a real table focus. KC Collections, we bring the Amish furniture from the Amish farms through our hands to your home. However, our big focus has always been on keeping about 35 Amish islands in stock. So you can see that this has a huge table focus, and a lot of these tables are 8 foot long. We can get them in other sizes, but let's take a look at some of the decor we've put together. This all has a lot of a farmhouse theme. We've thrown in some new resin chickens that are on pedestals in the back. Windmills. Well, windmills are just hot, hot, hot. They are definitely very different. Notice we've replicated the windmills to look like they are out in the field. So we've got some, wild grass, if you will, coming through. Again, on this garland, we wanted it to have a little more pizzazz. So we took some berry sprays and we mixed those in just to take it up a little bit to the next level. And as you move across, the clock symbolizes the tick down, countdown, if you will, to fall. These are decorative clocks, not working clocks, but we are in the 40-odd day countdown to fall. We'll come back and deck out the hutches, but we wanted you just to see some of the things that we have here in this section. We've got some cute little plaid pumpkins. Don't forget, we've got these adorable toolboxes. We paired it up with some berry sprays and topped off with a little cute lady right here beside it. Look at this little girl. Isn't she a doll? Notice across the top here, here's a little gentleman that matches her. So I'm going to back away and slow down the camera so you can see this section. A fall focus, we'll come back and get the hutches, but wanted you to see that we are in good stock, not only on fall wreaths, fall linens, fall berries, but it's going fast, so don't delay. I mean, people are shopping by the bagfuls just to let you know what's going on. Notice here in the foreground, we have got some of our new baskets all decked out with some floral sprays as well as burlap ribbon. And shown in the background behind the autumn grazing picture, that's always a great one for us, is we've got some windmill type shutters back there. So just a little bit different. And we can't forget harvest blessings. These little guys, whether we went out and picked the pumpkins or whether we're out picking our apples, you know, it won't be long before apple pie and pumpkin pie. It's a beautiful time of the year, fall, particularly here in the Shenandoah Valley. We are located in Buchanan, Virginia, which is just 30 minutes north of Roanoke and 30 minutes south of my hometown of Buena Vista, Virginia. We are in the gateway of the Shenandoah Valley here in Buchanan, Virginia, and it is just a beautiful area. It's always a beautiful area, but when it's fall, oh my, it's a bit magical around here. The mountains are just beautiful. So if you haven't been to the Shenandoah Valley in fall and you need some help, maybe planning out where to stay or what to do, we are always delighted to help our customers in that regard the very best we can. Notice across the top here we've got a barn door chalkboard. We've got it paired up with a lovely little scarecrow. May your harvest be plentiful and your days be blessed. Boy, don't we all need that one. So moving across, we feel like we are moving down a fall dirt road. Notice we've got some wicker type trees paired up with some pumpkins as well. And this pumpkin over here, if I move back across slowly, that's right there at the foot of the crate, it actually has lights in it. So we have those in 10-inch and 14-inch, and they are adorable. So whether you're looking for an autumn welcome, a harvest greeting, or giving thanks, we've got your country home accents. Not only fall country home accents, you'll see some every day in a moment, but it's not going to be long before we're going to have, that word, Christmas country home accents. So again, if you haven't been in to see us, you know, come in sooner rather than later. We've gotten a ton of our fall in, and it's leaving pretty quickly. As I've mentioned in some of the prior lives, you know, we didn't budget for running TV commercials, so to speak, when we place these orders. So for some of our vendors, we can't actually get more product. So, you know, when you place an order in January and February and we didn't factor in our commercials that are running on Channel 7 and Channel 10, you know, we're a little bit nervous. We're going to run low on some items. So come in sooner rather than later. If you haven't had a chance to check out our website, we would love for you to do so. We are working extremely hard on our website, and that's kccountryhomeaccents.com. There is a seasonal tab out there, and you can take a look at our fall tab. If it has prices, we've had it. If it doesn't have prices yet, that means that it is not yet come into stock. If you're curious if we have any of the items that you see on our website, feel free to give us a call with the SKU number, and we are always delighted to check our inventory for you. So KC recording live for KC and the team. This is a redecorated part of a section of the store that we reset in a prior week, and I wanted you to be able to see some of the finished product. Again, thanks to everyone that's tuning in. We've talked a lot about fall, but we also are keeping certainly a portion of the store very decked out and everyday, and we have a ton of everyday product. We wanted to give this section just a little bit of a different spin. Notice that it's more of a muted spin with a lot of green, light green. I'm just loving the green colors. We've got it paired up with our time linens and shown here in the foreground with our company board table. Company board table means that this table, from this point right here all the way over, is 6 foot long, 42 inches wide. But then we've added a company board of 18 inches to this end. And if we go back to the other end, we've added a company board to this end of 18 inches. So this 6 foot table, when you have company, you break out your company boards, and it can become either a 7.5 foot table with one company board or a 9 foot table with 2 company boards. So zeroing in just a little bit, we've taken our everyday theme and we've softened it up a bit by adding just some muted fall touches. So in other words, we've thrown in some burlap pumpkins and some trendwear. We've also just lightly thrown in a pumpkin pitcher. And that, by the way, that picture that you see in the middle of the hutch, oh, it's so beautiful with the hydrangeas that you see in the foreground if you wanted to add those. We've put in our dinnerware and just made it kind of pop a little bit by tying in the time napkins that we're using on our table over in our hutches. Across the top, again, that farmhouse type look, we've mixed our hydrangeas together with our baby grass and some of our larger pottery pieces. And look at that breadboard clock. Isn't that something that's brand new for us? As well as take a look at an item we've had for a while, but just giving it a little bit of a different look. Those little shelves, you could put some birds or some pumpkins or whatever you choose in there, and the drawers do open. So a little bit of a farmhouse theme as we move down through here. This very first section just kind of illustrating how you can have your everyday items, but just toss in some fall items without it being so fall, if you will. Notice here in this particular hutch, if you can see, and I'll open the doors, what we've done is we've tied in the hydrangeas with the pumpkin, with the thyme, with some berries, just to give it a little pizzazz. And we've topped it off with a colander of burlap pumpkins, just a little bit larger. Shown here atop a green salad plate, just to match in. These are just decorative plates that you see in the foreground. Across the top of this hutch, notice we've got our glass cylinders. We've got the lamp that goes with it, kind of like little coffee grinders. And to tie it all back in together, notice here in the center, we've got a canvas print shown with a butter churn and a butter dish. So KC Collections, kind of going over part 2 of the redecorating from a reset from last week. As we move down just a little more, we continue in our farmhouse theme. We can pick this theme to go with our urban berry sprays as well as some fern picks, kind of that subtle everyday mix mixed in with some baby grass. So you see we've still got the tinware, a tinware round shelf that can hang on the wall, but illustrated here on top of a hutch, mixed in not only with our resin roosters on spindles, but also mixed in with our hand-pecked ceramics. And notice if you look real close, there's a tinware rooster right in the foreground. We've lightly decorated this just to show, doesn't have to be over the top to be able to pull in that farmhouse look. And remember, on this farm, we do hard work, caring, respect, animals, planning, faith, love, harvesting, and family. Hope everyone's doing well as you're tuning in. I'm Casey, recording live for Casey and the team. Notice this is a 6-foot table shown here, special walnut, topped off with 2 end chairs that are special walnut black. Hope everyone's doing well. We are closed on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, open other days 9 to 5, except for Sunday noon to 5. We'd love to see if it's been a while since you've been in. We are spending a great deal of time on our website, so if you haven't checked it out lately, we would definitely love for you to do so. If you haven't been to see us, well, you're in for a treat. It's a large carpeted room. I'm only showing you a fraction of it, as well as 3 rooms on the back side of our building, rounding out about 7,500 square feet. Here's the chalkboard with the chalkboard shutters, paired up on one of our Amish islands with a glass cylinder. Glass cylinders are very popular this time of the year. And notice we've got our herbs and berries wreath paired up also with some berry rings inside. So all of that can definitely go together. Moving in our final section here, we go from farmhouse with roosters and windmills, and we take it all the way over to cotton. So roosters, that's the thing about roosters, they never seem to go out of style. So if you're looking for some really cute roosters, we definitely have those. Notice we've got all of this shown here in the black section with Michael's cherry. We've got our round pedestal table paired up here with some new linens that we've gotten in. So if you hadn't had a chance to come in and check out this new pattern, it's definitely adorable. So these 3 areas kind of go together. The tinware and the windmill leads into the very last part of our redecorated section of the store left over from last week. And notice we've got tinware and windmills and definitely a heavy cotton focus. We also are showing it paired up with some of our patent dishes. Notice that these are white The larger salad or larger dinner plates are gray, and then you've got that just the muted chicken in its gray tone on the napkin, or on the rather cup. It's shown here in the foreground on our large 5-drawer kitchen island with our Landon tabletop. So notice a huge farmhouse theme as we move across, and they say, farm living is the life for me. Farm living is the life for me is what our print shows. So you can see the reset from last week, we've redecorated it, and we hope that you've enjoyed a little tour this morning. We've also reset and restocked our Amish basket display. I wanted to keep a little bit of a summer focus here, so look at the picnic type napkins. We've got some new ceramic dishes in that are in the red tone, and certainly the picnic baskets as well. For now, I'm KC, recording live for KC Collections in Buchanan, Virginia. We would love to see you when you get a chance. I want to give a shout out also to Miscellaneous in Fairfield, Virginia. If you haven't had a chance to check out Miscellaneous in Fairfield, Virginia, which is just 15 minutes north past the Buena Vista exit, conveniently located off of I-81 exit 200, you're really missing out. It's an unexpected selection of adorable country home accents at affordable prices without the furniture focus. For now, KC signing off, wishing you a blessed day. Remember, whatever you do, just enjoy the journey.